Okay, hi everyone, we're at Creator Fest 2025, last interview of the day. I've got two very special guests here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Henry.
I'm B from TikTok.
And what do you both do?
I'm a comedian and actor and content creator.
I lead kind of TikTok's public figure and top creator strategy, so I work with the likes of Henry.
Awesome, so you guys have just done a really interesting session. Can you tell me a little bit about what you spoke about, the key topics, key takeaways?
We're very keen to kind of discuss how creators can kind of have a life beyond the ecosystem and kind of take their skills from online to offline. So this session was very much about kind of creators breaking into film and TV and using kind of their social media as a portfolio to, break into this notoriously exclusive industry.
So yeah, we've seen a lot of influencers starting to make it big in the acting world and grow beyond TikTok. How is TikTok helping and supporting these creators to step out of the kind of influencer sphere?
We're kind of like have a year-round strategy in terms of everything from taking them to like the BAFTAs, which we've done with Henry, and kind of just like putting them in those spaces where in those industry kind of spaces where maybe they wouldn't have access without our partners and without the relationships that we have as a company. We even do things like networking with our studio partners, so we put creators in the room with kind of like those decision makers that may help them get cast. We work a lot with kind of like our industry partners as well to kind of just see if they're open to casting creators and kind of just like proactively knock on their door and be like, how about a creator for your show? And I think that's it. We're also always kind of open on the kind of feedback. The industry's moving so quickly and we're trying to see what kind of is most helpful to creators. Like if lots of them want to break into acting, we'll do a mixer that's kind of focused on that. If lots of creators want to break into presenting, as has been the trend for the last few years, we've kind of worked with the studios to be there at their premieres, to be part of their releases and make sure that that's kind of just
That's amazing. And do you think that this shift has kind of created a bit more of a level playing field for influencers now? Or do you think it's made it harder for talent to actually break through?
I think it's definitely made it easier because you can kind of use this as your portfolio. You can use any kind of video as your own particular event to like go viral, for example, or to kind of get yourself and get your kind of skills in front of the right person. And the right kind of idea can come from anywhere. Like we've seen creators with like 5,000 followers get cast because they do a very, very good video that kind of shows how well they are for the role. And if you're only as good as the video that you're making, so it's not really about the kind of wider presence, the number of followers. It's about the kind of quality and thought that you put in your content.
Awesome. So lots of positives, but Henry, have you experienced any challenges or kind of negatives to creating content online you feel have ever set you back when it comes to breaking out of the just like traditional influencer sphere?
I think any setbacks have more been in my own head, to be honest, actually. It's like because, for example, like my American acting agents found me because one of my videos got sent around the office and the head guy was there like, wait, this guy can act. So they got in touch, and then a lot of the acting opportunities and auditions, and I think even Robin Hood came through their connections and getting the auditions through that. So you go into these things thinking that, oh my God, people are going to see me as just a content creator, or that I got like worried that people would think, oh, you got the role because you got followers. But I think actually every actor knows that that's not what happens. No director or producer or anyone is going to take the risk just for some followers. These studios and networks have so much marketing, the years of experience. Realistically, they're not going to hire someone just for that. They're not going to risk the integrity of their show for that. So in the end, you're still going through the same process as everyone else, the same audition process. And so actually, yeah, any sort of feeling that people are going to think of you differently, it's more in your head. So there's been no physical obstacles, actually.
Well, that's great to hear. And obviously it's really exciting. Robin Hood TV show coming out soon, or filming soon?
We've finished filming. It's coming. We've got the premiere on Tuesday, and it's coming out November 2nd on MGM+.
Very, very exciting. Do you see yourself eventually, whether it's a year down the line, 5 years down the line, like fully transitioning to more like traditional media, or do you think you'll always have a space for content creation in your career?
I think the goal for me is always to be an actor, right? Film and TV has always been, since as long as I can remember, that's always been my main ambition. But for me, content creation has never been a sort of chore or a job. I do it because it's fun, it makes me laugh, and I enjoy it. So I don't sort of see a world where it's like I'm going to move on from it, you know? If my career sort of shifts to I'm doing more acting and stuff, it doesn't mean I'm going to stop making these funny videos and these funny characters, because it's amazing that there's a world in which at the minute I can make a career out of it. But fundamentally I do it because it's fun and I enjoy it, so it's not really, there's no desire or ambition to stop or move on from it. I hope I'm always doing it as long as I'm still enjoying it, which at the minute I can't see stopping.
That's a great answer. Brilliant. Have you learned anything from social media that you've been able to take over to the acting side of your career? Sorry to put you on the spot.
That's a difficult one. I think, well, in terms of on the publicity side, yeah, you're used to being on camera. You get more used to watching yourself back. But acting on a film set is entirely different to sitting in your own bedroom and doing it. But it's still practicing that itch. You're still performing, you're still playing a character. It's like playing a musical instrument, right? Like, you may be like messing about on your piano at home, and that's entirely different to playing a concert of a concerto or something. God, that makes me sound posh. Rather than like rock, it's like a concerto. So it's just still keeping that muscle alive, keeping that muscle twitching. So whilst it may not be like, oh, this is what I've learned through social media that I'm taking onto set, I think it's the fact of action and constantly doing it and keeping that going and keeping that desire going. You know, I've never fully given up on that dream, and content creation sort of for a long time gave me an outlet for what I've always wanted to do. I was just self-producing for a while, which was great fun.
That's brilliant. And would you give any advice to somebody that's a content creator but is dreaming of becoming an actor?
Don't force it. The minute you start to try and create content like, oh, this is what's going to get me to be an actor, you're forcing it, and it reads so much. Just start off with something you're passionate about. And if that is writing, if you want to write a scene and perform it with a friend, or you want to write a sketch and it's comedy, I think just do that. First of all, build a bit of a platform, and then you'll start to be able to get the connections, because what the platform is really, really good at is visibility. And you can get meetings and connections through that. And then if you go beyond, you might start to get auditions. And that's, you know, I never uploaded videos of me doing like dramatic monologues. I just did what I found funny. And through that, maybe, obviously to some extent, some acting ability came across to some people. And then, yeah, the visibility. I would say just focus on what you're interested in and let it come naturally, don't force it.
Lovely, that's great advice, and we'll finish it there. So thank you so much for joining us, guys. Hope you've had a lovely day.